If you're looking to sell your courses to companies so that they can train their employees, their staff, and their partners, watch this video. Hey, it's Auret here from Essetinomedia, and on this channel, we show you how to create profitable content. Let's talk about what the best learning management system would be for training companies. And by the way, I've designed and developed and done the copywriting for many different course websites for our clients, and I've worked on many different learning management systems as well. And I get this question a lot. So we're going to dive right in and talk about what platform is my best recommendation and why. So you might have already heard about LearnWorlds as a possible contender for a learning management system. And if you haven't checked them out yet, I'll put a link down in the description below. But they are a full white label course platform. So you can completely brand this to however you like, with your own domain, your own brand identity, which is good if you're selling to companies. I'm going to take you in the back end, really show you the 6 things that I feel stand out most about LearnWorlds and this platform and making it a great choice for selling to companies. So the first and biggest thing about this platform is that it allows you to sell your courses and your training as a multiple seats offering. Now, what that means is you can sell a group of seats, let's say it's 5, 20, 100, whatever that is, you can sell that to a company and they will have their own dashboard for enrolling and unenrolling employees as they see fit. So it's called a seat offering, and all you do is you just grab the email address of the person who's going to be kind of acting like the admin, or maybe it's an HR person in that company who's going to be managing what employees or staff members are going to take the training, and they'll get an invite when you put in their email address, and they'll have access to their own dashboard to enroll and unenroll people. Now, this is really great because it takes it's time efficient for you. It takes a lot of the resources off your plate because someone else is managing that and you don't have to do that on your end to enroll and unenroll employees and deal with all of the admin. They also have access to reporting on their end, which is a huge thing that these companies care about, being able to see what the progress is of people who have taken the course and if they actually were able to receive the certificate at the end. For example, if they're doing it for credits or they need to be certified in a particular space. So that's one of the main things. And I want to talk more about reporting, which is the second thing, just to show you the level of reporting that you get in LearnWorlds. And again, this is a selling point. If you're going to a company, this is a great selling point to let them know that they can get really detailed reporting, and they do care about that. So you can see here from everything from users' progress to user activity and how often they logged in, have they initiated a course, where are they in the course, where have they abandoned the course, to user growth, engagement, and you can decide what they see on their end, what reports they get, which is really great. They'll be able to see who reached the end, who got the certificate. They'll be able to see scores on assessments if you have assessments or exams in the training. And I mean, the marketing stuff, that they won't see that. That's more of a school reporting on your end. And same thing with the user groups, that's for your end. So really great data and insight into user progress and engagement with the training. Now, the third thing is the way that the curriculum can be set up in LearnWorlds. You have so many different options for creating what's called different learning activities. So it's not just video that you can upload. There's so many other things, from PDFs to presentations to audios to ebooks to live sessions, exams, self-assessments, forms. Of course, certificates at the end are very important. There's a couple things that I want to point out that is very much applicable to selling to companies. This over here, what's called a SCORM learning activity. LearnWorlds is SCORM compatible. And what that means is that you're able to upload SCORM files, and it's a certain type of file that can be portable. And this is what when you're selling to companies, they look for this because some of those bigger companies, especially if it's like bigger government establishments and that kind of thing, they already have their own learning management systems in their organization. And so they don't necessarily want their employees to go into your system because everything has to be standardized for them, right? So what they are looking for is to see if your content is SCORM compatible. And that allows them to, this allows you, it's a portability file, right? So it allows them to take your content and put it in their own learning management system, which is, that's what they want. So SCORM compatibility is a big thing that people look for, and you have that available to you in LearnWorlds. There's also a lot of features within the curriculum that allow you to make the course and the training interactive. For example, interactive video, where you can, when you upload a video, you can create these different hotspots that people can click on, or let's say it's a certain part of the video that then pauses and then a multiple choice question comes up and allows them to click for the right answer right within the video, not as a separate assessment. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do there to really encourage engagement and create a diverse training that's going to make your customers, the company, and your students happy. The fourth piece to this is that LearnWorlds allows you to create many different types of offers and offerings. For example, you're not just limited to selling one type of training for a flat fee. You can create bundles of courses, and this is great, especially if you're doing bite-sized lunch and learns and you want to create a bundle that includes all of those different courses or classes within it and sell that. You can also do subscriptions, so allowing a company, for example, to just access for 12 months, get their employees to take the training, and then that ends unless they renew again the next year. And the other thing too is that LearnWorlds has a built-in affiliate program. So this is great because if you're establishing partnerships with other companies that have an audience that is perfect for your training, then you can incentivize them by setting them up as an affiliate in your school. And they'll be able to have a unique link to share and see their commissions and all this sort of stuff. They'll have their own dashboard, which is really great. The fifth thing that I want to touch upon is that with LearnWorlds, you're able to create multiple schools in one account. So you don't have to go and create an entirely separate account to have a different website. If you wanted to create multiple schools, and this is handy if, for example, you're creating training that is for companies, but you also have training that is for the individual consumer. I had a client who teaches leadership development. And of course, her training was great to sell to companies and organizations so that they allow their management team to take this training and become better leaders. But at the same time, she also wanted to offer this to people who just want to increase or get better and improve their leadership skills. So we are able to set up multiple schools. If you're going to be marketing these two things in a very different way, you have that option here available to you. And this is, I mean, if you have the same branding for both of those things, it's a possibility that you could just be in one school. But if you have separate branding entirely, I would recommend doing multiple schools because each school has its own branding and colors that are, when you go and design the website for them, it's going to pull from that brand identity that you've inputted already. So it just makes things a lot easier and a better brand experience for each customer avatar. And the final thing that I want to mention, which makes LearnWorlds a great fit for selling your training to companies, is the in-depth automations that you can create in your school. I'll give you some examples here, but this, as if you're selling to companies, you're going to have a lot of people accessing your website and your training, and you want to be able to establish a level of control and see what people are doing and when, so that you can improve your school for better engagement and more sales. So with automations, you can, for example, tag someone when they land on a course landing page. It can later trigger an email, for example, or a pop-up showing them, if they're about to exit, showing them a discount to get that training. You can target specific people who land on your site or existing students of your schools to upsell them into a higher ticket product. You can trigger a notification, for example, when someone hasn't logged into the course for 2 months, and encourage them to come back and learn. So you can see here in the back end of the automations, there's so many different things that can be triggered. For example, when a user fails an assessment, send an encourage email to the user, and you can edit that email and customize it accordingly. Over here, when a user is enrolled to a course, add the user to a private community space. And LearnWorlds also has a community backend. It's kind of like its own little Facebook feed where students can engage with each other and create discussions around topics that they're learning about. And you can tag users based on certain actions that they take in your school, and then have triggers happen after that. So it's really great because it just reduces the admin and the time spent for you to go and try to really figure that out. And you can really start to streamline the operations of your school to trigger certain actions to nurture your existing community, or to upsell or to cross-sell, so that you can really increase revenue as well. If this video has been helpful, please hit the thumbs up button to let YouTube know this is good content. And hopefully I've helped you do your due diligence in coming to a decision on whether this platform is right for you. And by the way, if you do need help designing or developing your LearnWorld site, I'd be happy to help. I've designed many of these sites. I'll put my contact information in the description below. We can have a call and see if it would be a good fit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.